From Olympic record breakers to a new U.S. record. How do you like this? 60.6 million Americans now live in a household with at least 2 adult generations, or a household with a grandparent and grandchild. That's an all-time high. Kirsten Haglund says this is a very bad sign for America, but Jillian Melcher says multi-generational living isn't necessarily negative for America. In fact, maybe it's kind of a good thing. Could have both you guys here. We got a little debate going on.
Yeah.
Kirsten, why is it bad?
Well, it's bad for 2 reasons. One, for the economy. I mean, the fact that millennials, our generation, are living with their parents longer, they are postponing making those big life decisions that include house ownership, getting married, having children, all those things which are a boon to the economy. In fact, the American economy loses almost $1 billion every year from money that millennials don't spend in the economy. But also for character, right? It's taking away these lessons you learn from taking risks, failing, messing up, you know, that you learn when you get out on your own and you have to deal with life and you don't have mom and dad to go back to. And that's a huge character process that everyone needs to go through.
In some ways, they can't get out on their own, though, because they can't find a job because the economy is stuck in no man's land. So can you blame them for, before we get to the good things about living with mom and dad, I mean, they're in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, I don't think you can really blame them. And if you look in particular, this is not like a student debt issue, students taking on too much debt. Because if you look at it, it's the young people who've decided to go out and skip that college education that are living at home disproportionately.
So in other words, they still can't make it. They may go out and get some kind of job, but it's not enough to actually pay the bills and live on their own.
This economy is crushing them. But, you know, I actually have a dear friend who lives with her parents, and she's used this to take those same character-building risks.
Really?
She used it to build a house-cleaning business, is booming, and I think the other positive side of it is her relationship with her parents is great. She's got that multi-generational input, family wisdom, a strong family, and that's really an important thing for the body politic.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a combination of things, right? Because you do want that strong family, and you want that strong family around, but in today's day and age, part of being able to be an economic success means moving out, maybe moving to the big city because there's no jobs in your small town someplace in America, and being able to be self-sustaining. Meet someone, have a family, and by the way, spend more money, right? Get that house and go to Home Depot and redo it, and there's an economic significance to all that.
Absolutely, and the idea of ownership. And with ownership comes certain character qualities as well. You have to take care of something. You have to commit to something. Those are big boons. But, you know, I'm super optimistic about our generation. I think we both know people that are very entrepreneurial, very innovative, but you've got to get people outside of their comfort zone to really get those entrepreneurial skills going and that creativity and innovation stimulated. Otherwise, if you're always comfortable
entirely, though, economy or is it also I mean, like how do a bunch of kids wind up like that? Living off of mom and dad.
I'm also going to toss out that I think historically, looking back through all of history, this multi-generational household is the norm. What we've been doing for the past couple of decades is abnormal, and I'm excited to see the way that it plays out in our economy and in our culture.
But the difference is the young people were actually out working, right? I mean, so maybe then the grandparents was living at home, not working.
It's so much more easy
and was being supported by the young person. Now it's inverted. So yeah, the grandparents still holding down a full-time job while the 22-year-old sits at home playing video games.
Right, and they should be saving for retirement. They should be then preparing to take care of their parents and grandparents, right? Because one day they're going to be old, and I mean, we're all facing this, right? We have to think about our parents we have to take care of.
Bingo. You know, I got a couple 6-year-olds and a 3-year-old, and they're always saying, "Mommy, I want to live with you forever. I never want to leave." And right now it feels good, but I'm sure by the time they're in their early 20s, we'll be like, out. All right. Thanks, guys. Good to see you.